Hey, just making a video reminding everybody of God's grace and how great He is and His love and mercy. The message this morning was about how far down He reached to save us, and just brought into perspective and reminded me of how far God reached down to save me, and how important it is that we remember that, because if we don't remember how messy we used to be, then we don't have as much grace a lot of times to extend to other people when they are messy. And so just to remind everybody that we've all walked through a really messy time in our lives, and maybe still are even walking through a season of a mess, and maybe other people don't even know it because we're hiding it, or they just don't see it. So just to remind everybody that God's grace is sufficient. It is enough, and He is so great that no matter what we do, the worst of persons, God's love is so great that it just consumes every part of who we are. And no matter who we are, what we've been, His love is so great that it covers that. And His blood was so great and so powerful that it washed all of our sins away. And I am so thankful for Him and for who He is in my life. And I just encourage you guys, and hope that you realize how great He really is, and that He can pull you out of any kind of mess. And to extend that kind of love and grace today as you go about your week, even to extend grace and forgiveness to people who really you may not think deserve it, because they're probably the ones that deserve it the most, and or need it the most anyway. They need to see God's love and God's grace, God's heart. And if they don't see it through us as Christians and believers and the God that we say that we serve, then it's probably even a lot harder for them to believe in that God, the only God. So I pray that you all have a really blessed day, and stay encouraged.